very crooked this morning. Trying not to be. Apparently it's just going to be crooked, whatever. Deal with it. So sorry for being off center, sorry for being crooked. It is Wednesday. We have made it halfway through the week. Congratulations. Good job. I'm proud of you. I know sometimes, especially this time of year, making it halfway through the week is a struggle. But we've done it. We've gotten halfway through. Let's make it to the end of the week and make it through the weekend, and then we're going to do it all over again. We're going to do it together, and we're going to make it through. So with those friendly words of encouragement, it is December 7th. We are creeping closer to Christmas. We are almost past the holidays in excess. Although I have to admit, it was a lot worse when I was younger, because a lot of the people who worked with my mom at the time, or who we were friends with, would bring over these big platters of a whole bunch of different homemade snacks and goodies, and chocolate dipped pretzels and fudge and cookies and all this other stuff. And it's something that I want to do every year. I want to go get some like nice little disposable platters and some what's it called? Not parchment paper, not wax paper, not foil. Saran wrap. That stuff. I want to go get some saran wrap, and I want to I want to make a whole bunch of stuff for people. Just drop cookies and stuff off at people's houses. It's such a positive thing, but, then I think on the other hand I go, yeah, but, what if it's somebody who's struggling like I am, who a great big plate of cookies and snacks and sugary treats and stuff like that would be a trigger at a possible issue instead of a pleasant treat. So, that is an ambulance, you're right. So, I'm kind of wavering on it, but the good thing is that, to the best of my knowledge, I'm the only person among our friends or close friends who is struggling with eating right now. On that note, I kind of wanted to give a little insight. I've been asked a couple of times now, well, you've said you have binge eating disorder. What is binge eating disorder? And binge eating disorders is on the spectrum of eating disorders, just like anorexia, bulimia, and eating disorders not otherwise specified. Up until the latest incarnation of the DSM, which is the mental health manual and diagnosis manual that's used, it's considered it is the gold standard. It is, these are the accepted diagnoses among the medical community. Up until the most recent one, eating disorders that didn't fall under anorexia nervosa or bulimia basically were kind of, tossed under not otherwise specified. And that ended up hurting a lot of people who weren't struggling with, problems like undereating or, massive calorie counting or stuff like that. Because, since their problem wasn't restriction or purging specifically, they found it hard to get treatment, and they found it hard to get help, and they found it hard to get a diagnosis that their insurance would cover for them so that they could seek treatment. So, binge eating disorder has been acknowledged, but it was not its own separate diagnosis until recently. And that's fantastic because, it's a diagnosis that we needed so that those of us who have it can actually start to get the help that we need and be acknowledged as, an actual disorder that through therapy, both behavioral and, mental and, possibly medication and different treatments and stuff like that we can overcome. And binge eating disorder is kind of a bitch because it is very easy to look at it and say, well, you're just weak-willed and you're lazy. And it has absolutely nothing to do with lack of willpower, and absolutely nothing to do with being lazy. I mean, you can have it and still be lazy and still not have willpower. I'm not saying you can't. But the disorder itself is very much... It's your brain not functioning properly. It's your brain not handling its own signals the way it should. And it's rough. It mimics a lot of the symptoms of bulimia in that when you're alone or when there's only certain people around, you seek to overeat. Like, you know you're overeating. You know that you're eating way more than you should or need. And you eat past the point of comfort. But you don't have the end of bulimia with the purging. You just sit with that discomfort and put up with it. And sometimes people who have binge eating disorder, can swap between incessant binging and excessive calorie counting, like anorexia. Sometimes people don't. It varies from individual to individual. For me, I do not feel the need to count calories. Trying to count calories ends up becoming a bigger issue for me in the long run because I have a very obsessive personality, very addictive personality, and it makes it very easy for me to go from one thing to another. So I don't eat a bunch and then exercise excessively to get rid of it. I don't calorie count obsessively to a point where it's dangerous. But when I'm alone, I feel the need to eat in secret, to overeat, eat amounts that I wouldn't normally eat or feel compelled to want, and eat well past the point of full or comfort. And this kind of thing, this can start, at any age. Usually it's late teens and early 20s. Affects women more than men. I know, but something's on fire. Okay, thank you for letting me know. In those regards, it's very much kind of like a standard eating disorder. It's almost just like anorexia and bulimia in those regards. Okay. Oh, someone's in trouble. Okay, well, we should definitely send out the rescue team. It's just... The biggest thing about it is that it is so easy to look at binge eating disorder and not want to acknowledge it, because we are very much a society that insists that when misfortune or bad decisions are made, that they are made on purpose, knowingly, and that they're made because you want to bring that upon yourself. And as someone who lives the results of this every day, I think it's really important for people to know that this is not something that you choose. This is misery. This is discomfort. This is self-loathing and anger and remorse and acknowledgement of the hurt and pain that the results of your actions have on your friends and your family members. And being fat isn't fun. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people who's able to accept myself as I am, just because, I'm finally starting to see the health problems that being obese for this long and being this obese for this long will have on you. I've been incredibly lucky up to this point that I'm not diabetic. I've never even been pre-diabetic, even during pregnancy. I don't have high blood pressure, which people are like, oh, well, of course you must have high blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have heart disease. I do have a blood clotting disorder, but that's genetic and isn't controlled by weight. I've got knee issues and shin splits, but I also did marching band for years. And that's kind of one of those things where if you don't march properly, you can cause yourself injuries. Which sounds stupid, and I'll get into that another time. The real physical problems that aren't just, I'm tired, I don't want to get up, I've never really struggled with. I've been really, really lucky, and it's only now that I'm hitting my 30s that I'm starting to notice just how hard this is, and just how unsustainable my weight is. My left ankle for probably a couple months now has been giving me problems, and it's been hurting regularly. My legs and my hips, they can't handle the weight anymore. And the downside is, of course, that makes it really hard to exercise because I'm in constant pain. So it's like I kind of have to figure my way around things until I hit a point where maybe I don't hurt anymore. But just kind of some information I felt like sharing. I don't really have much else to say right now, but I guess that being said, I'll end this here. But I do hope you guys have a fantastic day. Remember, it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We've gotten this far. We can get further. Keep it up. Be fantastic. Be awesome. And if you remember that at 420 some odd pounds that I can learn to love myself, then you can learn to love yourself too, and it'll be okay. Bye.